in the streets. Our first witness. What is your name?
There are some who call me
Tim! This is crazy. What happened?
The Montagues and the Capulets started fighting each other in the streets.
What was going through your mind as it happened?
Holy cow, everybody's fighting. I need to get out of here.
Who was fighting?
The Capulets and the Montagues.
What were you doing during the scene of the
Well, I started to run away, but then I found my sword. So then I started
to kill a bunch of them.
All right, back to you.
Romeo and Juliet were spotted together
At Friar Lawrence's cell.
This is breaking news to everyone.
Who would have ever thought a Montague and a Capulet would ever be in one spot together, besides the street fights?
Do they like each other?
Or even worse, do they love each other?
We have more details on Romeo and Juliet
After this break.
Something's missing. I'd be stunned if we had a delicious dessert.
Yes, dear. Is that pie?
Why, yes. Would you like some?
Yes. They are 3 ducats each.
Come to Zesty's Pies today.
We're back. This isn't the first time they met or even talked.
Tybalt says they were found dancing together at Capulet's party.
And wants to fight Romeo, for he is a Montague.
Hast thou ever wanted to be a king? Hast thou ever wanted the greatest sword? Then thou come down to Days and Nights, the only armory that sells the greatest swords in all the kingdom. Most swords will dull out and break after long usage, but ours are always sturdy and sharp. Days and Nights. Buy your Excalibur today. Warning, Days and Nights are not responsible for injury and or death. If thou art not careful and or goes against the terms of swordsmith, thou shalt be executed publicly by the guillotine. Days and Nights swords are meant for defensive purposes and only defense purposes. Are shopkeepers of every right to deny service to thee if thy looketh suspicious or that looketh like thine will cause harm to glory great disgrace. Please act with great care. Purchase may vary from sword to armor.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Michael, and you're watching Jousting on ESPN.
Here comes Patrick, walking up.
He gets hit. That was a good hit. Okay, they're resetting for round 2.
Round 2, it's 1-0, Michael.
And they're coming at each other. Patrick hits Michael. 1-1. It's all tied up.
All right, here we go. Last round, let's see who wins it. Okay.
They're resetting.
They're resetting, coming back. And here they come.
Here they come.
And
Patrick loses by 1. That was a great, close game.
Michael wins. And now we're on to fencing. Good hits there, good hits. Getting good swings.
Oh, he almost got him there.
Almost stabbed him there. Little touch. I don't think the ref saw it, but okay. Good blocks, good jukes.
He almost got stabbed there. You continue to hit swords and...
It looks like we're... Okay, second round. Here we go. They reset. They start off quick there. Good hits.
Hits. And his sword is out.
And it's over.
Mercutio just got into a duel with Tybalt. It seemed as if Mercutio was going to win, but Romeo, he had to interfere and they cost Mercutio's life. And now he's mortally wounded. That's
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church. Let me finish my speech. Sounds a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death. Why the devil came you between us? A plague, oh both your houses.
Sadly, Mercutio died as soon as he arrived to the nearest hospital. Doctor said if he had just gotten there a few seconds earlier, he would have made it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
A few seconds of silence for Mercutio. Today, Romeo was banished from Verona by Prince Gonzalez after killing Tybalt. Romeo fled the scene after killing Tybalt and has not been seen since then.
Paris and Juliet, marriage? To lighten the mood, we have an exciting announcement to make.
Capulet from Verona had just announced the marriage of his daughter Juliet.
She is to be married with Sir Paris in the beautiful city of Verona this Thursday by Friar Lawrence.
The party that will follow afterwards will begin at 6 p.m. in the Capulet's home.
There are many festivities that will follow up the wedding to celebrate the new marriage, such as fun activities for everybody throughout the entire city. They will occur from Thursday, the day of the marriage, to Saturday, so don't miss out.
Don't forget to attend the significant event and to take part in Juliet and Paris' wedding.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Gonzalez, and this is Trivia Check with the Capulets and the Montagues. The rules are, I ask a series of questions, and both opposing houses have to tap the buzzer. Whoever taps the buzzer first has to answer the question. But if they get it wrong, then the opposing house has to answer the question. But if neither of them get them right, then neither one gets the point. Whoever gets the most points at the end get the award of best winning house. So let's begin. First question. What house is Juliet from? Capulet?
Capulets.
Correct. Next question. How old was Romeo? Capulet?
15.
That's incorrect. Montague?
16.
That's correct. Montagues get a point. What's Juliet's favorite flower? 5 seconds. Capulet? Correct. Who is Juliet's closest friend? 5 seconds. 3, 2. Capulet?
Romeo?
That's incorrect. Montagues? Capulet, if you answer this correctly, then you get double points.
The nurse?
That's correct.
Yes. Let's go.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
What is Romeo's servant's name? Capulet?
The idiot Benvolio, that idiot.
Incorrect. Montague?
Balthasar?
That's correct. Montague's get a point. Where did Romeo and Juliet meet?
They never met.
That's incorrect. Capulet?
They did meet. They met at my party.
Correct. Who married Romeo and Juliet? Capulet?
They never got married.
That's incorrect. Montague?
Maybe Friar Lawrence?
That's correct. The next question is, who killed Tybalt?
He killed himself?
That's incorrect. Capulet?
It was your filthy Romeo.
That is sadly correct. Who was the prince related to?
Oh,
Capulet?
Romeo.
That's incorrect. Montague?
Mercutio? How?
That is correct. Montagues get a point. The next question is, who is Juliet supposed to marry?
Prince?
That's incorrect. Sorry, Montague. Capulet?
Paris.
That's correct.
Yes.
How old was Juliet? Montague?
12.
No. Capulet?
13.
That's correct.
Oh my dear.
Now the winner of this game was, drumroll please, Capulet.
Let's go. Your stupid family lost, man.
Thank you for participating in this family feud. Until next time, I'm Stephanie Gonzalez. Bye. Juliet drank the potion, she was grieving about Romeo and Tybalt, and she had agreed to marry Paris the next day. The next morning was like no other. I went into Juliet's room, and there she was, lying on the bed dead. I screamed in horror and terrified what had happened, for there she was, lying on her bed, and my heart ached.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Good evening, Lord Montague. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Glad. So on a personal side, how are you?
Welcome back. Our witness is Friar Lawrence. So, Friar Lawrence, tell us, did you have anything to do with Romeo and Juliet's death?
I blame myself for their deaths.
Why is that?
Because I gave Juliet a potion. It's not so long as a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose ultimately death. Then Prince got word of what had happened and sent Romeo to be banished. Juliet and Romeo couldn't bear to be apart, so she came for me to help.
Then what happened?
Juliet explained to me in tears how she was to marry Paris on Wednesday. Even though she loved only Romeo, I glazed on my herbs and I knew it. I made her a sleeping potion that would put her in a coma for 42 hours, and when she wakes, Romeo and Juliet would run away to Mantua.
So why do you blame yourself?
Because the letter I sent to Romeo never made it to him in Mantua, and he thought Juliet was actually dead. He found her and drank a poison and died. But when I came some minute ere the time of her awakening, her ultimately laid of the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience.
What happened after that?
She saw Romeo dead in his coffin, and decided to take her own life by kissing him and taking some of the poison. She then stabbed herself with a dagger and ended her life.
Thank you for your response. Hello, Lord Capulet.
Hello. We would like to ask you about Juliet. It's okay.
Oh, my Juliet, my sweetest Juliet, she was no other daughter. I love her so much and always want the best for her.
How are you and your family holding up?
We are trying to make it through after Tipple died, and now Juliet. I blame myself for considering her father should have given her an option of who she wants her to spend the rest of her life with.
In honor of the two lovers, what will the Capulets and Montagues be doing for them?
Lord Montague and I are going to place gold statues in honor of her love and bravery.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you to everyone for sharing their emotions.
Romeo, a Montague, and Juliet, a Capulet, two star-crossed lovers, fought for love and stopped the feuding families.
They made peace amongst the Montagues and the Capulets, and will forever be known.